Hello guys, you're welcome once again to a PHP beginners tutorial. I am Nati from Information World once again, and this is our third episode. And in today's lesson, you'll be talking about PHP syntax and then comment. PHP syntax and comment. So, when we say PHP syntax, we mean the way to represent PHP script. So PHP syntax is the way to represent PHP script. So it's the way to represent PHP script, and basically it gives the primary idea to specify the code format. So it gives the primary idea to specify the code format. So we have three ways of writing PHP script. We have three ways of writing PHP script, and I'll talk about them, all of them, and then you have the best one to choose from. So the common one and the most efficient one is you open this tag PHP, you give space and then close it. So this is the first one. You write your code here. You write your code here. So this is one. Okay. So number two, you have the short open tags, which looks like this. The short open tags, which looks like this. Like this. Okay. Now let's move forward. And the last one is the HTML script tag. The HTML script tag. So we have script language, script language. You specify that it is PHP. Then you close the tag like that. Okay, so these are the three syntax we have in PHP. You have the most common one and the most efficient one, which is the first one here, PHP tag, and then you have the short tag here, and the last one is the HTML tag. They all work, but I recommend this here because with this, the second one, the short tag, you have to go to your PHP ini file and then make some changes over there. You set the short open tag there at your php.ini. So to cut everything short, the most efficient one is this. Okay, so now you want to write a code in PHP and see how it works. So if you have any editor, you can use Notepad. We have Sublime. We have NetBeans. We have VS Code. People like it a lot. You have Notepad plus. You have Notepad plus. You have other text editors, but I'm going to use Sublime Text here to write a simple code to prove the syntax of PHP using the first method, which is the most commonly used one and the most efficient one. So now I go to start menu. I look for Sublime Text. I have it here. I use Sublime Text 3. And to download this, I'll take you to a little while. To download this, sorry. To download this, you just type Sublime here. Sorry. You have it here. So you click on download and then you choose the platform you use, the operating system you use, and then you download as you want here. So I have my version over here. So type Sublime Text. Okay. Now, how do we save PHP tag? Before you start with any project, you make sure you have a particular directory where you're going to save it. But with PHP, we have a specific one, a specific directory. Now, how do you get to that? When you open this PC or this my computer, you go to where your SAM folder is, and in my case, I have it in my C drive or partition. So you click on XAMPP, you open XAMPP, you locate htdocs. There's a htdocs, and in here we have the directory where you can store or save your PHP files. And you can't save your PHP files in any other directory other than this. So now I have my Sublime Text here. I have my Sublime Text here. So let's save it. I go to my C, look for XAMPP, htdocs, and then it's a good practice to always organize your work in a folder. Organize your work in a folder. So let's create a new folder. So my first PHP script. So let's save it as first here .php. Please, it is .php. That's extension for PHP files. So I save it. Now I have this to be my PHP file, first.php. You can see it over here. So now you want to use the first method, the first syntax, which is you open tag PHP, then you close tag PHP. I have it over here now. Now our first code for every programming language, always the first code you write is hello world. So now you want to print out or show hello world. So the syntax or the way to do that is to type echo hello world, and then you terminate it or you end the statement. So I have it here. So now let's go to my htdocs, locate first. This is it. Now, so how do we show it? How do you print it? Since it is a web application or website, you can only view it. You can view it in your browser. You can view it in your browser. So you open your browser. I'm going to use Google Chrome here, and then you type the directory where the file is here, where the file is. But before that, you have to start your server. So you just click on start over here, open your example, you click on start on the Apache, you click on start on the MySQL 2. Then you start your server. So now let's open our server, which is Apache. Click on admin here. It will open your Apache for you. So you have it over here. So we have localhost. Remember in the last episode I said I've changed my port to 81. That's why I have this here. But in your case, you don't have anything. You have something like this, localhost / dashboard. But I changed my port, so I have this instead of that. I have this instead of that. So there's no problem you having this. Let's go along. So in your htdocs here, in your htdocs, this folder, in your htdocs, every file in it or folder in it has to start with. If you want to open any file here or any project here, you have to start with localhost or 127.0.0.1 or localhost. So let's go by this localhost, and then I have my project found in a folder called my first PHP script. I have it here like that. My first PHP script, and the name of my file is first.php. So hello world, we have it here all set. Hello world shown over here. So basically this is how to write a PHP script, and this is the most efficient way to do that. You don't need to change any settings at your PHP in it. You just type PHP tag, you open your PHP tag like that, you close it that way, and all your PHP codes or scripts goes here, goes in that. Okay, so that's all for our PHP syntax. Let's move straight off to writing comment. So when you say comment is non-executable lines. So normally we use comment to describe a block of code or line of code in our own understanding. The browser doesn't read it. When you're executing it, there's nothing like comment being executed or read. Whenever your code has a comment, your compiler or when you're executing it, it skips that line. So as a good practice of any programmer, you comment your line of code or your block of code, so that whenever any other programmer comes in, you understand what you are trying to do just at a glance. Or even when you type your codes for a long time and then you revisit your codes, you have understanding of what you did. Trust me, you have a big project, like a big management system with 1,000 lines of codes, and you don't comment it, and then you have a problem and you want to look for those problems. It will be very difficult for you to get to a particular place or the particular spot where you want to make changes if you have not commented it. So it is a good practice to comment. So PHP, we have many ways of commenting. You have a single line comment, and you have what? Multiple line comment. So how do we comment with a single line? The most popular one is you have the backslash, then you say, okay, this is my first code. This is my first code. Now see, I've saved it here. When I refresh the page, I still have hello world. When I refresh the page, I still have hello world. So comments are non-executable lines. So this is one way of commenting. Another way is use your hash symbol and you say this is another comment. Now when I refresh it, still nothing happens. So this is two ways of commenting in PHP. You have two ways of single line comment. So now, assuming you have more than two lines, you have more than two lines here, more than one line here, and then you want to comment. People normally go this way, but it is a bad practice. We have multiple line commenting here for you. So how do you do that? Let me comment this and have this. You have this over here. Sorry. So how do I comment all this block here? How do I put a comment here? Now you have your backslash with your asterisk, and then you come to the down where you want to end it, and then you end it with the same way, asterisk, then backslash. So this is the multiple line comment, and this is the single line comment. So with a multiple line comment, you enclose it with that and this. Very simple, right? Okay. So far this is where we get to with this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, you can comment, share your views, ask questions down there at the comment section. You can also like our video if you liked it, and then subscribe. Please subscribe this channel if you've not, and then share to friends and family. Thank you very much.